would argue a lot of the time, I have a 21-year-old. I mean, I think her understanding of risk is far greater at her age of 21 than mine was at 43 when I went and ran a global bank, because she's a digital native. And I think this is the problem, that the people that run governments, we're not digital natives. We weren't born with a phone in our left hands. It's a very, very different. The intergenerational changes are so prolific that we've seen over, say, the last 50 years. And I find this really ironic, because I'm very close to the man that built the internet, Bob Kahn, and Bob's 89 now, and he wrote the Transmission Control Protocol and the Internet Protocol. And he's become one of my mentors over the last 10 years, because I think the issue with writing policy and legislation, you can't write policy and legislation on something you don't understand.
Yep.
That's danger one, and that's 101. And you have people doing legislation and policy now that don't understand the technology. But it's also very dangerous to have a bunch of technologists write policy and legislation when they don't understand what policy and legislation looks like. So you've got these two gaps. But I think, in everywhere that I've championed the responsible adoption of good regulation for blockchain technology, I've sat with everybody. So I think you need the policymakers in the room, you need the technologists, and everybody in between, because none of us have all the answers. And I don't care if you're a technologist who understands the basic of the transmission control protocol and how open systems and decentralised networks work, or you're an 85-year-old lawyer that's written 4 pieces of legislation. None of us have all the skill set, and it has to be a collaborative effort. And the more I do this, the more I understand it. I mean, and I'm not too proud to say that I don't understand everything around technology. I don't understand everything around policy, but I ask questions. And I think the more I do this, and the more I see regulators empower their youthful populations to help them do this, the better it is for all of us.